This is my 2,000 point Dark Eldar army. I have 3 detachments. My first detachment is a Flayed Skull Battalion. I have 2 Archons for HQs. My Warlord is Beatrice, that's our named character, with Hatred Eternal, the Warlord trait, an artifact, the Jin Blade, and a Splinter Pistol. My second Archon has a Power Sword and a Blast Pistol, and using a stratagem I gave him the Animus Vitae. I have 5 troop slots, all Kabalite warriors. First is an 8-man with a Dark Lance Blaster and a Sybarite and a Splinter Rifle, and these are actually Trueborn. The second and third are 5-mans with a Blaster. The Sybarite has a Blast Pistol, Power Sword combo. The fourth squad has a Blaster and Sybarite with Agonizer. The last has no special weapons, but the Sybarite has an Agonizer and a Phantom Grenade Launcher. I have a squad of Scourges for fast attack. The Solarite has a Shard Carbine, 3 Haywire Blasters, and a Heat Lance. I have 2 Ravagers and Heavy Support, one with 3 Dark Lances, the other with 3 Disintegrator Cannons. Finally, I have 2 Raiders and 4 Venoms equipped with Dark Lances and Splinter Cannons respectively. And that's it for my Flayed Skull detachment. My second detachment is a patrol of Cursed Blade Witches. The HQ is a Succubus with Razor Flails, and I use the Tolerated Ambition stratagem to give her Quicksilver Fighter for an extra 2 attacks. I have 2 Witch Squads, a 10-man with Blast Pistol equipped Hecatrix. 2 witches are upgraded with Hydro Gauntlets and Shardnet Impaler. The second troop choice is a base 5-man witch squad, no upgrades. Finally, for my patrol detachment, I have a squad of 9 Reavers, and there are 2 Blasters and 1 Heat Lance in there. My final detachment is just a Talus of the Dark Creed. I wanted it, so I paid 2 CP for it. Sue me.
This is my 2,000 points of AdMech. I have 1 battalion detachment and a super heavy auxiliary. My AdMech army uses Mars abilities. The battalion has 5 HQ slots, a Daedalosus, a Skitarii Marshal, 2 Tech Priest Dominus, 1 with Macro Stubber and Volkite Blaster. 1 has the Skull of Elder, Nicola, and an Eradication Array. The second has the Red Axe. And a Tech Priest Engineer is in the Brotherhood of the Cog with Warlord trait Necromechanic. I have 5 troop slots, 3 Breachers, 6 Skitarii Rangers with 1 Arc Rifle. The Alpha has an Arc Maul and Phosphor Blast Pistol. And 2 5-man Skitarii Ranger squad with 1 Arc Rifle each. Finally, 2 Vanguards with 2 Plasma Calibers, and the Alpha has an Arc Pistol. All troops have Omni specs. There are 2 elite slots, a Cybernetic Datasmith with raiment of the Techno Martyr and Skitarian Infiltrators. I have a single Dragoon for fast attack equipped with Phosphor, Serpenta, and Taser Lance. Finally, for heavy support, there are 4 Castellan robots with Phosphor Blasters. 1 Dune Crawler with Icarus Array and the other with Neutron Laser, and both of them have the Cognus Heavy Stubber. Finally, my super heavy auxiliary detachment has 2 Free Blade Helvrins with Melta Guns.
Okay, here we are at the end of Dark Eldar deployment. I tried to use the obscuring terrain to the best of my advantage. There's a lot of industrial terrain here, so I'm kind of lining some of these units so that at least if he's shooting through here, there's a -1 to hit. I have my Talus frontline. I want to get him down and dirty real quick. And I'm using this piece of ruin here to obscure a lot of my harder hitting units I have my Ravagers and some of my Raiders just hidden behind there. I have this 5-man witch squad behind here. There's an objective underneath this Ravager, so when it moves up, inevitably I'll have an easy unit to control that objective. And then I have my Reaver jet bikes just tailing behind here, ready to advance out, maybe bog down a unit or two. Okay, over here I have 3 Venoms front line. I have 2 of them obscured from this line of sight from the ruin. This one's out in the open. And the Raider behind there has the 10 Witches and Succubus in it. This Venom has the Archon with the Animus Vitae. And this Venom has the other Archon with Beatrice in it. And then over here, this Raider has my Trueborn in it. Really, I'm just looking to pounce out into the front line here and just control as much of the board as quickly as I can just to keep him at bay and stop his primary scoring.
All right, so if you see up front here, I'm going all in offensive. So these Vanguards are ready to just pour into these craters. Hopefully be able to hold the whole middle with points 1 and 3. Vanguard up, ready to provide support. Could bite me if he's first. A lot of those guys might be shredded pretty quick. These guys are ready to also pour out cover with some cover fire. I noticed the Eldar, they're kind of scared, so they're behind a lot of terrain hiding. So they're either gonna have to peek their head out and get shot, and if I'm first, I'll just pick off what I can. So, all right, so over here, I just got the whole nest set up, just ready to go. These infiltrators are ready to go here, out of range, hopefully out of sight, out of mind, ready to grab point 4 if I need it or when I need it. They're ready to pour into mid as well for the fight because they can go right through that.
And those are your special characters?
Your special characters, yeah, they're ready to pour into the through this terrain.
And you got your Castellan robots right out front.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. And then back here too, I noticed you stacked your supporting.
Right, so these got all the auras ready to go for those fellers.
Yeah, so that's the Marshal and the engines here.
Yep.
And then this is the Daedalosus.
Yeah, he's ready to help out.
Yeah. And then
pick some targets.
And then the Data Smith is here, next to the robots.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I need to know where they are because I want to take them alive back to Kumara and have fun with them. Okay, so we're doing something a bit interesting with this mission of Warhammer. We're combining 9th edition Eternal mission pack with 8th edition Maelstrom cards. We're calling it Eternal Maelstrom, if you will. Cleverly named. So essentially what we're doing is we're running the deployment and mission style for primary scoring from 9th edition. So the same way you'd score primaries in 9th, but we are replacing the secondary scoring with 8th edition Maelstrom cards. So instead of electing your secondaries like you would in 9th, you just play it like you would in 8th and draw cards, and those are your secondaries. And you just play that on a turn-by-turn basis. We've tried it out, it was pretty fun, and we like it, so that's what we're going to do. Over here we have the objective markers. 2 is here, 4 is here, 1 is in the center, 9 inches apart from the deployment zones, and then 3 is over here in this crater, just in between the ruins, and then 5 is nestled in between this wreckage here. And if you're wondering, in 8th edition, Maelstrom cards usually run 1 through 6 objectives. So really simple, we just removed all objectives relating to 6 in our decks. So if we pull them, we don't have to worry about it. And that's the mission. All right, now we're gonna roll off to see who goes first. All right, ready, Shane?
Yep.
May the best Dark Elf win.
Yes!
Oh,
Let's go!
Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay, Admech are going first into Admech turn 1.
And so my tactical objectives within objective 1, that's going to be my secret card. Try to get that for the 2 turns while it's empty. Aerial Denial will be a nice one for the beginning, as it's already empty, so I'll just clear that on my first turn. See if I can even squeak out the 12 inches. Might be tough. And I'll have to roll for mission critical objective and see what to summarize, for my Doctrine, I did the Protector Imperative. So the +1 ballistic skill, -1 to weapon skill. And then for my Omnissa, Benediction of the Omnissa. So reroll 1 hit roll, reroll 1 wound roll, reroll 1 damage rolls.
And then your Marshal had the ability to deny the bad stuff of the Doctrina, and that went on these Rangers, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So their weapon skill wasn't penalized?
Yeah. Every other Skitarii unit has their weapon skill penalized.
All right. So then we also paid a stratagem to use Tech Adept on Waken the Machine on both these Dune Crawlers. So hopefully you get some real good firepower this round. All right, and then use the Relic here on the robots so that they ignore the modifiers to -1 to hit. All right, so over here, Marshall moved up just so the aura hits this squad there. The robots moved up as well. All right, so the Vanguard, they moved up, had to use an advance to get into the crater. These fellers, the Dominus, moved through the terrain, get in the fight. And then over here, this squad here moved up, holding that 3rd point. He moved up.
They had to advance, right? To get there.
Yeah, they had to advance to get there as well.
Right.
He tried an advance, only got 1 inch because of the crater, so he didn't move too far. And these guys just moved into a better position for shooting.
That's pretty good firing lane, honestly. Like, you can see a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
That is not good. Also to mention, you just stayed still, the squad up here, hey?
Yeah, they stayed.
All right, that's the end of movement. Let's go on to shooting.
All right, so Daedalus is targeting this Venom. These fellers are going to be shooting right into him. See if we can pop him off right away. And yeah, see what happens there.
Okay, so yeah, Daedalus is used as, what's it, Omnispecs? Omniscanner ability. So effectively, he's giving everyone there a +1 to hit, which is great because it's ignoring the -1 to hit on the Venom.
So how many?
It'll be 6 shots. So you're hitting on 4.
Dang it, that would have been so much.
Okay, so because it was +1 to hit and -1 to hit with the Venom, only 2 hits. So 3 to wound now, strength 6. What's he hit? Muffled.
So I only hit 1.
You only hit 1?
I rolled a 1 on the wound.
Okay. 5 plus and 1. Nope, that's not good. So that's 3 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did he re-roll one of his hits?
Oh yeah,
Or
you
your
can.
wounds?
Cause yeah. Yeah, you reroll a hit.
Why don't I reroll my... Oh, I can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So reroll a hit to see if you can hit. You
Hit.
hit.
And
And then, no, don't roll both at the same time. So that one didn't wound, and now roll the wound with the one you just hit. So you did wound. So, on a 5-up, I can aim. Ooh.
is he dead?
It will be dead if I don't CP it.
You want to save your CPs.
Yeah, I probably do, honestly. So, does it explode? Nope. So, in the explosion, I disembarked and one of my Cabalites died. Okay, so next Shane is doing all of his galvanic rifles into the squad that just got out, and then the arc rifles going into this Venom here. You hit on 2s actually, because
Thank goodness. And I'll reroll this one.
and then these will be, yeah, you just wasted it. 3s to wound.
Yep. So,
Good wounding,
there
holy
we
moly.
go. Okay.
How many is that?
2, 4, 6, 7 should be.
7 wounds?
Yeah, 7.
Uh-oh. Okay, 4 ups. Actually, there's an AP -1 right there. I don't think I'm getting cover from the crater, so no, I'm not. So these will be 5 ups. Oh, that's the squad dude.
Nice. Yeah, arc rifle just to the closest one. That's just one, right?
Yep. So arc rifle shot incoming. Hits, 3 to wound. Wounds, 5 up inbound. If I could make some, that would be great. So that's 3 damage, eh? These arc rifles are crazy.
Why are they so much damage?
Because they got a huge buff.
Oh my gosh.
The closest one you said?
Yeah. He's gonna go into the boat.
This big one?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have 4 shots with the stubber. It's
Okay.
high damage.
Big cannon into the boats. The 6 stubbers into the closer one. Venom. D3 to see how many shots I get.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. Sucks.
So you can play lightning fast if you want.
No.
I think you missed.
You hit.
Yeah, you hit. Because
Cool.
you use Katara units +1 to hit.
Oh, right, the +1. Sweet, so hit and wounding on
3.
3s.
Wounds.
Okay.
Okay, 5 up in bun. That's D3 plus 3. Okay, so D3 plus 3 damage for the neutron.
You can reroll 4.
You can reroll because of your.
Sweet.
Nice, so
6.
5 damage.
5 damage.
Okay, so 5 health left on the Raider. So now you have. Where were all your stubbers going?
They were all going into this week.
Okay, so that'll be 6 shots.
8 shots.
8 shots, yeah, they're right. They're a heavy 4 now.
Assault 4.
Assault 4. So you're hitting on 3s here.
Reroll.
Didn't you use your reroll? No, you hit.
No.
No, yeah, you hit.
It'll be 2s.
Okay, wounding on 5-6. Wow, great wounding. These will be 4 up saves. 4.
Oh, yeah.
Did I just die?
You have 3
3
health.
health left.
4 up saves, you made it.
Oh yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, you saved 2. So you have
So-
3 health left.
I have 1 health left, yeah.
Cool.
You're
Alright, so that Dune Crawler is putting everything into this Venom.
Alright, let's roll it up.
Alright,
So-
D3 for how many?
No, that's it. It's a
shots?
different gun.
Oh, this one is a different gun.
Yeah, so you start with your auto cannons. That's 4 shots. Hitting on 2s. Okay, and then wounding on 3s. Okay. These will be 5 up hit ones. So that's 4 damage already. Okay, now you got 5 Gatling rocket shots. Hitting on 2s again. And then these will be wounding on 3s, so 6. And then these will be 5 up hit ones again. So it has 1 health left, right? Before, no, that's dead.
Yeah, so 2,
Does it
4, 5.
explode? Nope. Okay, so this Venom died. I got my Cabalites on this side and my Archon Beatrice disembarked just on the other side. It's still wholly within 3 from the wing of the Venom.
Alright, so 3 of these the arms, so 6 are going into the Raider, 2 of the arms going into the Venom, and all the cannons going into the Cabalites.
Alright, let's see what you can do. This is troublesome. Each robot is 6 shots.
So 18 and
Yeah.
hitting on 4s.
You're hitting on 4s. They don't get the... Oh, they do.
I
they're
didn't hit anyone. Miss. Geez, a lot of misses. That sucks.
Alright, so strength 6 versus toughness 6.
4 ups. That was unlucky.
Well, let's see if I can make some Night Shield saves here. Come on. Oh! So that's 4 damage.
Let's do the other cannons, I guess. So the other 6, I guess.
Yep, into the Venom front. Hitting on 4s because you're ignoring my Night Shield or my Flicker Field modifier. So 4s. And you already used your reroll.
Right, for squad.
Yeah. And then these will be 3s to wound. 1 wound.
That's all
5
I
up
need.
in one. Come on. Come on. Oh, does it explode? No.
No explosion.
Worst of luck with these invulns. Oh well. So the venom exploded, and I got out my Archon on this side and my Cabalites here, and now he's just doing all his shoulder-mounted phosphor guns into this rear squad of Cabalites. Hitting on forward. Wow, great shooting. And then 2's to wound, actually. Strength 6. I'll just use your dice, because I don't think they're going to survive.
I don't think so.
Unless I roll a miracle. That was pretty good.
That was not
Wow.
bad.
They're actually alive.
Unreal. That's a lot.
Actually, are these AP
-?
minus 2?
Yes.
They are AP minus 2, aren't they? So they are dead.
That's a lot of 5/6s.
I needed those earlier.
Yeah.
Against my invons.
This Helverin is going to finish off over here. Everything's going in. No chances being taken there. So.
Alright. That is...
2d3.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3 shots.
3 shots. Oh boy.
3 ups.
3's to hit. 2 hits. 3's to wound. 1
Oh
wound.
no.
5 up invuln. Come on. That's 2. Does it explode? No.
Oh, that would have been a nice one for it to
There's 11 guys in there.
Some guy's dead here.
Nah. 1 dies.
1. These cannons are all going into this fella here.
So
Pop
you're
him
unloading both of your
Both
Helverin
of
auto cannons into the Talus.
Yes, so 4d3. Oh,
Actually, hang on. I might declare lightning fast here. I am going to declare lightning fast. You're -1 to hit. That's all it is.
oh, okay, so I get 9 shots.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Drakari unit. We can check.
He's not battle forged.
Yeah, he is. He's in an auxiliary detachment.
Oh. I thought you had to have
No. We're just going to check something. Does it say excluding Coven units?
What is he? Jakari infantry, Jakari vehicle, Jakari biker.
He is monster, so I can't do that.
Cool.
So, we'll scratch that.
Okay.
Okay, so this many shots coming into the Talus.
9.
Hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Still good. And I think I'm toughness 6 with the Talus, so 3's to wound. Actually, yeah, toughness 6, yeah. They all, pretty much everything wounded. AP -1. Becomes 4 ups. Oh, nice. I
That's
needed
a
that.
Good flipping defense. 1 down.
3 damage.
So 3 damage, 1 hit, yeah. Dang.
Okay, so here are my feel no pains to the 3 damage that came through. Oh, I blocked 1. Look at that.
It's him helping.
Yes, he's helping you too. On the Vanguard, doing 7 rad carbines. Over here, 7 rad carbines into the Reavers. And then that leaves 7, 14, 3 rad carbines into this feller,
The Talus.
Talus. And then the 2 plasma cannons also into the Talus.
Alright, let's see what happens.
That's quite the split.
Okay, so combined firepower from this unit, which split a lot of ways, and then combined firepower from the Ranger squad up here, and the Dominuses. This squad has been wiped, and the Talus has been wiped, and 1 Reaver died, and 1 was put onto a wound. And that looks like it's the end of AdMech shooting. Pretty potent. We'll see how well Dark Eldar can bounce back from this. That was devastating. And if anybody's wondering, this squad advanced, so none of their guns are assault. And we did keep that into effect when we were shooting with this squad, because they also advanced, but...
Completed area denial, only the 6-inch though. He's got a feller in the 12-inch. Got control of objective 3, and the secret one here is yet to be determined as it's a 2-turn.
So, 2 points for you for that. Alright, so the score is 2 for AdMech, 0 for Dark Eldar. Okay, so here are my objectives. I have overwhelming firepower, Just kill things in the shooting phase. No prisoners, just kill units. Kill as many as I can. And pain in all its forms. Sadly, I can't get this one, the big money on this one, because my only Homunculus Coven unit is dead now. But if I did have it, all I have to do is kill a unit with each type, Cabal, Witch Cult, and Coven, and I would have gotten D3 plus 3. But now I'll get D3 if I kill some units in the shooting and fight phase. So between all my 3, I just have to kill as much as I can. Okay, Dark Eldar turn 1. Let's see if we can bounce back from that incredible shooting phase. So my Scourges moved in a way that they're in the terrain feature, but they can't be seen by a lot of his units, but they can see the robots more importantly. None of this stuff down here can actually draw a line of sight on them unless they move. So that's the plan. The Scourges are going to go after the robots. I moved my Raider with Trueborn here, using this obscuring piece of terrain from the Helverins. And I'm going to shoot everything I can into these robots. That's my main objective here that I've tried to move around, is to get rid of these robots. And then I moved my Dark Lance Ravager up here, planning on using firing and fading to shoot the robots and then hide away behind the obscuring terrain. The Witches moved up to take the objective that was being held by this Ravager, which moved over here to get some line of sight on perhaps the robots if they need help, or more importantly, shooting the Cataphren breachers there. The Venom moved over to secure the objective 4, and then put some shots into those infiltrators hiding behind the generator back here. The Reavers made a normal move up here, just to throw some heavy firepower and some other splinter shots into the units down here, but I'm really looking to try and get rid of these Castellan robots. Maybe actually I might do a charge and try and take care of some of his characters here. And so there's 2 blasters and a heat lance in there, so that'll help take care of them. Over here, I disembarked all of my witches and melee units. My succubus, my 2 archons are here. I rolled terrible for the advances. I even used a command point reroll, but I rolled 1s for my advances the entire time, which really sucks. Some of you may be wondering why I advance, because you can't advance and charge. But I have a plan. The Animus Vitae, if you kill anyone with it, your whole army for the rest of the turn is considered to be on top power from pain. So I'll be getting turn 5 power from pain if I just kill 1 model with that relic. So that'll effectively give everyone here advance and charge. But it's too bad I rolled 1s for my advances. I didn't really get much distance into the crater. So that's my plan with this, is to... I really wanted to get a big advance and maybe charge my archons into these characters here. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. It could be really bad. We'll see what happens. Okay, starting off my shooting phase, I'm going to start with my Scourges, because this guy is just within 24 inches of a robot, and I don't want him to be out of range. So we'll fire everything, every heavy weapon, so that's 3 Haywire and 1 Heat Lance, into these robots, and then we'll do the Shard Carbine into the squad here. That's 3D3 Haywire shots going into the robots. Ooh. They move, so they're hitting on 4s. And then 4s automatically wound, and 6s do mortal wounds. Okay, so that does D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds, and then 2 saves of 5 up. Because these are AP minus 3. You made both.
You got D3 though still.
So 3 mortal wounds and 1.
That's a good. That D3 was good.
So the repulsor field kicks back and kills my Solarite. So no Shard Carbine for me. Actually, yeah, I still get all my shots. That's right, because you treat the unit as firing all at once. So I'll finish the. I'll just do the Shard Carbine into the Vanguards really quick. 3 shots, no hits, and then the Heat Lance misses as well. Now the Solarite's dead. Which I've already taken away. Okay, next we'll do... I'm going to use Fire and Fade on this Ravager here, and I'll put all my Dark Lances into that unit. 2 hits. 3's to wound. I'm going to CP that. 2 wounds, 5 up in buns. Okay, well that just kills one because it's minimum 4 damage. Does it explode?
Holy, it's minimum 4 damage?
Yeah, it's D3 plus 3. So
It's like your neutron laser.
Yeah.
6 up to explode. Does not explode. And then with my Fire and Fade stratagem, I just move down here. Okay, so next I'll do... I'll save the Trueborn. I'll do the Raider first. The Raider into the Castellans. Okay, so the Dark Lance whiffed from the Raider. Now we'll do the Trueborn inside. We'll do the Dark Lance and Blaster from the squad into here, and the rest of the Splinter Rifles, which are within rapid fire, into this squad here. So, Dark Lance, and these guys, Trueborn hit on 2s and they ignore modifiers. Hits, 3 to wound. 5 up in bun. Do you want to CP it or? Okay. D3 plus 3. Ooh.
That's a whole lot.
Oh, that's not good because my blaster might get wasted here.
Well,
Well, let's finish the blaster.
7 health, or what is it?
Yeah, you're down to 1 health, but let's see if my blaster can finish you off. He hits. Doesn't wound. And then we'll do, that'll be 14. Actually, no, that'll be 16 Splinter Rifle shots. Okay, so here are the Splinter Rifle shots, 16 going into those Rangers holding that objective. And they hit on 2s. And poison weapons wounding on 4s. And these will be 4-up saves. So 2 dying. Next, I'm actually going to do the Phantasm Grenade Launcher from this this Hecatrix here. So it's an assault weapon. They did advance, but that's okay. So we'll do, it's assault D3 and we'll throw it into that squad there. So D3 shots. 3, perfect. Okay, so I'll be hitting on 4s here. No hits. Okay, next I'm going to throw my Animus Vitae from this Archon into this squad here. Because if I get that off, then all of these guys will be able to advance and charge.
And no command reroll.
And no more command reroll, so I have to get a 2-up. Okay, it hits. So the Animus Vitae hit, and essentially what it's doing is it's lashing out razor wire, barbed wire, and it's constricting and tearing apart all of these troops. And the rest of the Dark Eldar force on the battlefield is enthralled with their agony. So I do D3 plus 3 mortal wounds, and the rest of my army is considered on round 5 power from pain. D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. Oh, 1 dice. So 6 mortal wounds, and that's it. So you take 6 guys away. Okay, next I'm gonna do the Venom here, all of its splinter cannons into those infiltrators down there. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s. And then 4 to wound. 2 wounds, 5-up saves. 1 dice. Okay, we're gonna do Hail Mary here. We're gonna fire the Splinter Rifles from this squad into here, try and plink off that last wound. I was debating using Metallotoxins on, which essentially allows me to wound vehicles on 4-ups, as a poison weapon would be able to try and plink off this 1 wound, but it's just, I only have 3 CP left, and I don't think it's worth it. So we'll just do the blaster, and I'll try to plink that 1 wound off with the Splinter Rifles. So the Splinter Rifle and the Splinter Pistol are in range and rapid for the Castellans, so hitting on 3s. All hit. Now I need 6s to wound. 1 wound. 2 up save. Don't roll 1. No. Okay, blaster shot. Misses. Okay, well, do I try it? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be 10 shots from splinter rifles, metallotoxins into this unit here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s with the stratagem. 2 up saves. Use your own dice. You bugger.
Okay.
Okay, 2 up saves. Damn it. Okay, we'll do the I'll do one at a time just because I actually have to. First blaster, misses. Second blaster, misses. Heat lance, misses. Goodbye.
What's up with your luck today?
Okay, that was clearly very bad. My 2 blasters and heat lance from this squad. Oh, that was brutal to watch. So, that's not good. I was going to try and shoot disintegrator cannons into the breachers, but honestly, I have to last-ditch attempt to try and at least kill one more, because I will be charging these in my turn, and the more I can kill, the less shots coming through against my bikes. So, because they are vehicles, right, they will be able to shoot me next turn in combat. But if I can at least get one more dead, I'll be able to buy some more time. So that's my plan. I'll put all my I am shooting through dense cover here into them, which sucks, but I gotta try. So, 9 shots hitting on 4s. Four hits. And then 5, 6 wound. No wounds. Oh no. That's not good. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go straight into the charge phase, I guess. Okay, so in Dark Eldar charge phase, it was an abysmal shooting phase, but we'll try and hammer it home here. So this is a 4-inch charge with Beatrice here. Becomes a 6-inch because of the crater. So, and once again, I'm able to advance and charge because I got my relic off the Animus Vitae. So, I need a 6. Here we go. 11. Oh, I should have declared the characters. I'm actually going to skirt around the edge. Yeah, I'll just go here. Okay, and then we'll do the succubus into the squad as well. And they also need she also needs a 4. 9 will do.
Good rolling.
I need a 5 with the Archon back here. Do I want to CP that, or do I want to save it for the witches? I'll save it for the witches. I'm actually going to do the witches into this squad and that squad. So to get into this squad, it's a 6, so an 8. CP reroll, it's my last CP, right?
Do you reroll both or one?
Both.
Okay.
Oh, 7.
7.
It's okay, honestly, because all these guys are dead.
Which guys are all dead?
Every single one of them. Okay, all these Reavers are going to charge the Datasmith, the robots, and this unit of Breachers. Do you want to Overwatch, Shane?
Yes.
With who?
Let's Overwatch with the robots.
None? Well, you killed one. Not bad. Could save your character that one to try and kill. So their charge roll, 10. Where was that roll earlier? Okay, so That's them charged in with their 10-inch charge. I'm looking to get as many attacks. Actually, I don't know. I gotta kill a robot, but I also want to kill that data smith. That could be handy. If I could kill both, that'd be great. I might have to gamble.
Alright, so we'll be doing a heroic intervention. And so he'll be going against this feller here.
Okay, well, now that's actually the end of the charge phase, so into the fight phase. And that's actually good. I wanted him to do that, so we'll see if I can kill you. That's actually where I'm going to start, so into the fight phase. Okay, starting off the fight phase, Beatrice is going to put all of her attacks into this Dominus here. And I am a splintered genius with the Master Archon rule, so if I don't kill him, I can fight again to try and finish him off. So
I get to fight back again.
5 attacks. It's at the end of the phase, so you will get to fight back. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. They all hit. And I'm strength 4. So wounding on 4. And I get to reroll all failed wounds. Okay, these are 4-up invulns.
Why are you straight for?
User dice. Because the Gin Blade is +1 strength. Okay, no damage. Alright, Shane had to think, and he's not thinking it's worth it to interrupt, so I'll move straight along to the Succubus. So, I think the Succubus starts with 6 attacks, and I have Razor Flails, so that's 12 attacks. But then I also gave her the Warlord trait, Quicksilver Fighter, which is an additional 2 attacks. So that's an additional 4 attacks. So what is that, 16 attacks with Razor Flails?
I changed my mind.
Alright.
6 attacks.
I want to fight there first.
4. Okay. Hitting on 2s. Okay. And then I am strength 5, actually. Actually, no, I'm strength 4. So 3's to wounds with Razor Flails. And these are AP -1. Oh, what? Can you say something? Oh.
5 up. Yeah.
So these are 5-up saves. Wow, 6. Okay, and then I'll consolidate into you. Okay, so I'm gonna do these 4 into the robot, and then these 3 into the Datasmith. So this squad, I rolled random for their combat drugs. They have an extra weapon skill and an extra toughness. So I'm hitting on 2s here. So this is gonna be handy. Let's go into the robot first. Okay, here are all the attacks going to the 1 wound robot, hitting on 2s. And then I'm strength 4 with these, so wounding on 5, 6. Only 2 wounds, EP -1, becomes 3-up saves. You can CP roll, yeah. Okay, well that's not good. We'll do the 3 into the Datasmith. And these will be 4s to wound. 3 wounds. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately. And you made your saves anyway.
Okay.
Now you attack back with your Dominus, so we gotta come back.
Hitting on 3s. Ominous. And then wounding. Now.
2.
I'll forget.
Okay, I gotta roll these one at a time because of my shadow field. Good. 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 I guess, yeah, you want to fight with your vanguards?
Yeah, what, 3 of them?
Well, you can pile in if you want. You can get more guys
Oh, yeah, I'll pile in.
closer this way.
Miable.
Okay, so after the pile in, we're getting 5 attacks here with the vanguards into the succubus. And the leader's just here, so there's no extra attacks coming in, so 5 attacks.
Hang on, 5s.
No hits. Okay, so after the end of combat here, the Castellans, the Datasmith, and the Cataphren Breachers managed to kill 2 bikes and a half. Beatrice has a chance of redemption.
Do I get to fight back again too?
No.
That sucks.
Come on, Beatrice. Joke. Alright. Staying on 2s. Re-rolling. Wounding on 4s. Re-rolling. 3 wounds again. That's just the warlord trait I take for it. That's 6 damage. I think I got him. You used your CP.
Yeah.
Yes.
What his health is.
It's not. I think it's 5 wounds.
Yeah, I used that.
Yay, small victory.
That's ridiculous. She's just reroll everything. Misses 4, rerolls them. Okay, damage. Misses 4, rerolls them.
I mean, she should have got you on the first shot.
First go.
She only hit me 3 times. I didn't do it.
And that's the end of Dark Eldar. Turn on to Admech turn 2. Okay, so at the end of my turn, I only scored no prisoners. My objective was to kill a bunch of stuff, and it didn't go well, but we'll push on and see how it goes.
This is my tactical objective from last turn. Defend objective 1. Just completed that, so that's 2 victory points. So that one's completed. For this round, we'll be doing overwhelming firepower. I'm hoping to just slaughter a bunch of his guys in the shooting phase. If I can repeat last round, that'll be great. And then scour the skies. 1 victory point for killing a flying unit. He's got plenty of those. And no prisoners. Score 1 point if enemy unit and more if I kill more. So let's see how many I can kill. So he's getting Awaken the Machine and Control Edict. Then the robots are getting Techno Martyr.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're ignoring
Raymond hit the Techno Martyr, yeah.
So they're ignoring the hit modifiers now to shooting their heavy weapons into combat.
Yes. Did a D3 heal on this robot and rolled a 4, so he got +2 health. So he's up to 3 wounds again. So nothing moved over here. Everything stayed as was there. Here, only movement here was Dominus moved up to get ready to enter that fight. Down here, the Knights moved to a bit more strategic positions. And he moved to also get ready to engage. And that's it for the movements. So to start, Daedalosus is marking this Ravager for +1 to hit. So he should die. Everything goes according to plan. Alright, so to start, robots are putting everything into these fellers, so all the arms and the cannons on top. Hopefully wipe those out, free up these fellers to shoot somewhere else.
I wish I had a CP for lightning fast reactions, but I don't. I mean, rolling like that, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, do I auto hit 6s still? Or is that
No, he hit on 4s.
Oh, okay, no, if the 6 auto wounded, sorry, sorry.
It's just for Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
So now 3 wounds.
Jeez, that's a lot of ones. A lot of ones this round.
So 6 wounds. Each -1, 5 ups. So 1 dies and 1's on a wound.
Ones are down wounds, so 2 dead.
So 2 dead. Okay, well let's finish your.
And then the cannons are.
So 9 shots with the shoulder-mounted phosphor. Four hit.
Yeah.
4 wounds at AP -2. 6 up saves.
2 more dead.
So 4 dead total.
1 left.
Well, that's good because I'm gonna leave the last one touching your guys.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, okay. Of course you would. Shoot.
Well, my plan worked. I absorbed your shooting.
Alright, so next, everything he's got going into that
So that's
large.
that's the neutron laser, and that's 8 total shots from the stubbers into this Ravager.
Oh, a 6! Cool.
They all hit, even with the obscuring. Well, I guess it's counteracted
Is he
with
even obscured?
Plus 1 to hit.
I think that's a clear sight.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Okay. All wounded. All right, 5 up inbounds. Make 1, so that's 2 3d3 damage.
3.
Or that's a lot of damage. Just roll 2 dice. Just roll 2 dice. So that's 8 damage.
8.
Yeah. So I'll be down to 3 wounds left. And then you can do your stubbers, 8 shots.
You can reroll one of the hits.
Oh
Wait, just ones or just re-roll 1?
Yeah, just reroll one of them.
Okay, good. Cool. 3 up?
And then 5, 6 to 1.
Oh, no.
No.
Everything misses. Shoot. That's okay. That's okay. It's according to plan. So now we'll also be shooting right into him, hopefully polish him off, and that's an arc.
Arc rifle and 4 galvanic
Let's
rifle
do
shots.
the arc first.
Yeah, 1 shot. You can re-roll with your, because you're Mars. Miss, and then that's 8 shots with galvanic rifles.
Oh my lord, the ones. What my Adrian did. 3.
Yep.
And
And then 5, 6 to 1. 1 wound. 5 on foot 1. Did a damage at least.
a lot of 1s and 2s. Alright, so my infiltrator's now going to use Wrath of Mars into the Venom. It'll give me 20 shots there.
Alright, let's see what you can do. Hitting on 4s because the flicker field.
Oh my goodness. I'm rolling really bad now.
No, now you're just rolling statistically average.
Is that average actually? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9,
Almost
9,
like there's a 3 in
18.
there.
Almost exact.
There's
Okay,
a 3
above
in there.
average. I
There's
guess.
a 3 in there. There was a
Oh,
3 in there.
was there?
Yeah.
We'll have to.
He's watching.
Yeah, we'll have to see if I got flipped though. Pretty sure I got.
Okay, so 5 6s. So you did a mortal wound, and I get to roll a saving throw of 4 up. What'd you make? So you did 1 damage.
This Dune Crawler now is going to put everything he's got into that Venom. Hopefully finish him off.
Alright. So we start. Yeah, we'll start with the auto cannons. So 4 shots. Hitting on 2s. Or is it 3s? Because they're neutral.
You didn't get.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s. You can you have a reroll for your Mars. You can use it now or later. This does 2 damage. You have a rocket that does D6
Oh,
damage.
save the rocket.
Okay. 3 to wound. 1 wound. AP minus 1 is a 5 up in one.
Jeez, the way Adrian's rolling, this is crazy.
You bugger.
Get a
Alright,
rocket.
alright, so you can do your Gatling rocket or your big rocket next.
Ooh, let's get a big rocket.
Alright, 1 shot. Heading on 3.
Can we roll this one?
You can, yeah, you said
Yeah.
you reroll. So you hit, 3 to wound.
Ah!
Fail to wound. You can CP reroll if you want.
I'll do that. I got enough CPs. I assume.
Oh, it almost went to, okay, 5 up. Nope, D6 damage.
5 or 6. Or 2.
Alright, so now your Gatling rocket is 6 shots? Or is it 5 shots? It's 5 shots at strength 6, right?
5 shots, yeah.
Okay, so here comes the Gatling rocket launcher. 4 hits, and then 3s to wound. 3 wounds. Is this enough to kill the Venom? Because it's on 3 health left. So I need to make 1 invuln to keep it alive. I did it. It's alive.
How much damage did you take?
Got the cognitive heavy stubber still.
Oh no! Okay, 4 shots from your stubber. Okay, now here comes the stubber. 3's to hit. 3 hits, and then 5, 6, 7.
Ah!
No wounds.
That's okay. I don't have to come in shooting. They're gonna crash in and melee him. Just hope he doesn't explode. Right, so the cannons both are going into the Ravager. And this cool little minigun on top.
It's a melted gun, but I don't think you're within range or anything.
This is 12.
Oh, you're gonna just try and vaporize
Yeah.
a witch? Okay.
2d3. Ooh, 3-4.
No, it's 4d3.
You're splitting them?
I'm not.
Okay.
Dang it. That sucks. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you just go like this.
Yeah.
Alright.
3s.
3's to hit. Good hitting. 3's to wound.
There we go.
Alright, ready for this? 4 Night Shield saves coming in hot. No. Does it explode? No.
Okay.
I wish I rolled like shit. So that's Scour the Sky. And my Ravager gun.
Okay, so then this minigun, whatever it is.
Is it crazy that I only killed 1 robot in all my shooting? Is that crazy?
You're tanky. So these 2 cannons going into the Raider. This melted gun going into that witch. It's 4d3.
4d3.
That's better.
Okay, hitting on 3's.
That's a lot of ones.
3's to wound. Alright. Let's see some Night Shield saves. Or none. So that's 12 damage, it's dead.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Doesn't
I didn't know
explode.
those didn't have much damage.
I have 10 guys inside.
That's crazy. I didn't know those did 3 damage each.
Yeah, they do.
That's wild. Holy crap, those knights are ridiculous. I thought they were at 1 each.
Oh, at least I didn't lose any of my Trueborn. Okay, so the Cabalites disembarked. I didn't lose any. And then Shane said he's going to declare these Rangers here and these Rangers here, and they're just going to shoot into the witches down at the bottom of the crater. And also the melted gun failed to wound the witch. Okay, actually, change of thought here. He's actually going to do the galvanic rifles into here, and the arc rifle is going to sneak down and try and take that last wound off on the venom. So we'll start with that.
Okay. 2 or 1?
1 shot, hitting on a 3. Hitting on a 4, actually.
Oh,
You can re-roll for the unit.
yeah.
Because you're marked.
Yes.
3 wound.
Come on.
You already used the CP.
Oh, I have this turn. Okay.
And then that'll be 8 shots into the witches down below. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. 4 6-sided dodge saves. 4 die. That's fun for morale.
So Dragoon planked a witch here. Eradication rate is going into the witches.
Okay.
Eradication gun is probably not that good.
So D3 shots.
Finally.
3. And you move, so hitting on 3s. You can reroll 1 because you're Mars. 2 hits and 2's to wound.
Oh, hit him. Oh.
Yeah.
Just barely.
6 up dodges.
Ooh, he got
Save
one.
1. Not gonna help me. That's a 7 for morale.
Okay, that's all the shooting now. Alright, so now Dragoon is going to charge into the witches.
Alright.
7.
7.
Wrong army.
I just like saying it like that.
I'll put my finger.
Okay.
Okay, so the Dominus just charged in. Easy charge. What's next, Shane?
Infiltrators charge into the venom. Instant charge. I'll just roll it for fun.
Alright, infiltrators in. So is that the end of charges? If he can stand up. There you go.
Beauty. Aim it right at him. Alright, so first off, Dominus We'll attack the Archon.
Okay, so that's 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Come on!
1 hit,
Worst dice luck.
2 to wound, and 2 up and down. Oh, of course. There goes my shadow field.
Cool. So then let's do those fellers there with the venom.
Okay. The infiltrators are attacking the venom. 9 attacks, and 6s are very nice. So each of these 6s,
Oh, 5 of them.
believe it or not, count as 2 extra hits.
Okay. Got one.
So
Holy! I wish they hit something more important.
all right. So that many hits, and then 3s to wound because you're strength 6 with these.
I ended with more. I started with.
Okay, and these will just be 5 up and ones. He's gone. Does it explode? No. Okay, there's the venom dead. I got 5 guys inside. And I lose 1. Okay, so now the Dragoon is going to try and finish off these last witches. Okay, so 4 attacks for this guy. Hitting on 3s. 6s are nice.
Oh!
Only 1 hit.
Jeez.
2 to wound.
That sucks.
No wound, I'll take it.
That's a lot of ones.
Okay, so my turn to elect a combat. The succubus is going to try and finish off these vanguards to remove his objective secured there. So was that 16 attacks? Alright, here come the razor flails. Let's finish them off. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Or actually, I'm -1 strength, aren't I? So it's 4s.
Yes.
No, I'm +1 strength because of Curse Bleed. So I'm strength 5.
Alright.
Yeah, because my combat drug is +1 strength. So I'm technically strength 5, down to strength 4 because of the rad saturation. So still 3s. I hope I did that the first time around.
Yeah, you did.
So you have your bulwark save on, don't you? So
Yeah.
these are technically 4 up saves.
-1.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're all dead.
Hey!
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7.
if I honestly
Did more than
hadn't-
7 die there? Yeah.
Yeah. 8 died. Honestly, if I still had my shadow field, I think I could have. I would have been charging Beatrice because I'm gonna kill that Dominus now.
Consolidate with your
Which?
succubus?
My succubus will now consolidate.
It's my turn to attack now, right?
Okay, so now the breachers are gonna try and finish off this last reaver. Let's see if they can do it. And they managed to kill the last reaver. Sad. Alright, now it's my turn to elect, and I am angry. I'm gonna take out this Dominus. The fool is charging Beatrice. You're gonna pay.
Curse this thing's cool.
Alright, 5 attacks with Beatrice. Rerolling. Because of my Warlord trait, Hatred Eternal. And 4s to wound. Rerolling.
That slays me.
Alright, 5 up in buns.
How many damage did each of these do?
3.
How
2
much?
will kill you. He did.
Oh.
If only I had a card for like assassination or something. That would be nice. Alright. Well, I will consolidate. And now I'm holding that objective. That's actually big because, well, he's holding on to 1, 2, and I'm holding on to 3. So I'll actually score 15 on my primaries next turn. It's not over yet. Alright. Well, that's the end of the fight phase, isn't it? Actually, no, witches get to fight back. We'll do a summary of the witches fighting the Dragoon. Alright, so the witches only managed to take 2 wounds off.
Here's a roll morale for them.
Yeah, so they're actually at a 7, and their leadership is 8. So a 1 is going to save me. I need this. they bust. And then the remaining 2, they're okay.
All the times you've rolled ones this game.
So I think I'll take the Shardnet and Impaler. Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Alright, so I only got 1 point for each of these. Killed lots, but for the D3 points, I rolled 2s both times. So just one each, unfortunately.
Okay, so I kept my overwhelming firepower and pain in all its forms from last turn. My new one is Secure Objective 3. I really just had trash cards, and this is the best I got to work with, so we'll see what I can do. Okay, so Witches stay still holding this objective. The Scourges stay where they are because they're hiding from a lot of firepower. They got line of sight on the robots. Just over here, the Trueborn are occupying the ruin here. They're going to get some shots off this way and maybe help kill some more robots because I have a plan. I'm going to try and kill 2 robots and then stuff his shooting up with this Archon because if he has less shots in combat, I am confident that my Shadow Field can tank it. So that's the plan. He also has a Blast Pistol, so Blast Pistol will go there. The Raider moved forward to help get some, or the Ravager, sorry, with Dark Lances. Gonna get some shots there. My Cabalites over here are also gonna put a blaster that way and some Splinter Fire that way. Okay, and then my Hail Mary for some, I'm trying to cripple the functionality of his army, and I need to kill characters to do that. So, with hopefully killing some robots this turn, I advance both my Succubus and Beatrice, my Archon. I need a 6-inch charge to get to these 2 characters, and hopefully I'll cut them up. So the Succubus is going to charge in here to the Datasmith, cut him up, and then pile into the robots. And then hopefully with her ability to deny fallbacks, I'll be able to stop the Castellans from falling back. And then yeah, just easy charges here, and that's my plan. Go after some characters and cut them up. And lastly here for the movement phase, I use Cruel Deception, the CP I got in the command phase, to fall back this unit of Witches here to charge and cut up. And I'm also going to charge this thing, or hopefully kill them and pile it into the Helverin and tie that up for a turn. Okay, so here in Dark Eldar shooting phase, I'm going to start with the Scourges, same target into the robots. So we'll do the Haywire first. Okay, 3 shots with the Haywire blasters. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. 4s automatically wound, and 6s are nice. Okay, they all wound. 5 up inbounds. Okay, that'll be 2d3 damage. Oh, that's just enough to get one. Does it explode? Roll on a 6, it'll explode. Nope. Okay, we're gonna do the blaster from this Archon into the robots as well. Hitting on a 2. Hits. 3 to wound. Wounds. 5 up and bone. Ah, D6 damage.
Jeez.
Whoa! 1 health left on a robot.
Oh, I could have cut.
You can CP it if you want.
Yeah, I could have.
Well, I mean, no, because I'll let you do it on a. But I keep the damage. I roll.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it's 5 up?
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know it was D6. That would absolutely be a try it again. Doesn't matter. I say if I knew it was D6, there's no way I wouldn't be trying.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot to finish the squad back here. The Scourges. I have a Heat Lance. I'll do that really quick. It wouldn't have changed anything. Actually, it could have. No, well, as the max I could have done was D6.
6, yeah.
So it doesn't change anything. Okay, so the Heat Lance from the Scourge hits. 3 to wound. Wounds. 5 up in one. Oh, saved it.
Would have been nice on the last one.
Okay, my Trueborn in the ruin here. I'm gonna do. I gotta try and take that last wound off. So I would shoot these Rangers normally, but between his Doctrina and Light Cover, these Rangers have a 2-up save. So it's literally the same as shooting at this 2-up save Aegis Protocol robot. So we'll do all the splinter rifles and the dark lance here, and the blaster will go into this dragoon. So we'll start with the dragoon. Blaster shot, hits on a 2, wounds on a 3, does wound. Okay, and then that'll be 7 shots from the splinter rifles. Hitting on 2s, all hit. Okay, let's see some 6s here. 6s to wound vehicles with poison weapons. Ah! Okay, Dark Lance. Hits. Doesn't wound. Whiff from the Trueborn. Okay, so we'll move straight onto this Cabalite squad. We'll do all the splinter weaponry into here, and then we'll finish with the blaster. So that'll be 5 shots with splinter weaponry, because the pistol. Hit on 3s. See some 6s. Come on. 1 wound, 2 up save. Oh! I got it. Did it explode?
No.
What? Okay, that's the luck I needed. That is the luck I needed. All right, blaster shot.
My unluck.
Yeah, yeah. But it's been going bad. See, I missed with the blaster.
Me,
I missed with the blaster.
Everything these last 2 rounds.
I missed with the blaster. You're okay. Okay, so with that turn of events, I am actually going to try my hand, because I seriously think with 9 shots, I can tank it on my shadow field, honestly. So with that being said, I'm going to try and put my 3 Dark Lances into this knight over here, because my witches will kill these rangers and then consolidate and tie this one up. But if I can delete this one, or at least seriously bracket it, that's good for me. So 3 Dark Lances.
You kill my witches.
3 hits. 3 wounds. 5 up in wounds. $3d3 damage, or it's already 9 damage. Plus,
Now that's a lot of
3
damage.
12. I got it. Does it explode? It does explode.
Nothing's around it.
Nothing's around it. But at least it was cinematic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was really lucky, getting a perfect storm against the Helverin. That's going to save my bacon, so I think that's the end of shooting, and we're going to go into charge phase. Okay, so in the charge phase, I'm going to charge my succubus, or not my succubus, I'll charge my Archon into this robot here. Alright, charge roll. Archon into the Castellan robot. 5 inches should do it. Yep. We're in. I think I'm actually going to charge the Ravager into. It's a 6. Doable. Oh, a 12. Oh, that objective. Okay, awesome. And then we'll do Succubus into the Data Smith.
Do you want to go to the robot too?
So I rolled a 6. What was that, Dan?
I thought you were going into the robot as well.
No, I'm killing him then consolidating.
Maybe killing.
With 16 attacks, I think he's dead.
I don't know.
Because I don't think I can actually end within an inch of both of them. So, okay. Now, start of the show. Beatrice is going to try and go for a Hail Mary and kill these 2 characters. Measured up, I need a 6-inch charge. Oh my god, I just
Is that a
rolled
6?
Yep. Oh.
I don't know. That's pretty tight.
I think that was pretty tight too.
Yeah.
It's definitely, dude.
Really tight. To both.
To both, it's from my angle over here, it definitely was a 6.
I think it was a hair over 7.
I guess I'm just cheating again. Okay, and then the witches, they can't fail, and I don't really want them to go around because once I kill them, I'm going to consolidate, hold this objective, and he'll be forced to dump his rounds into my witches next turn, which is what I want. I don't want him shooting my stuff. All right, so that's the end of charge phase. Actually, do I want to charge down there? No, because those taser goes will kill me. Going big or going home. I want some robot booty to take back to Kumara, and these two guys look like choice targets. So I'm gonna do 3 attacks into the engine seer and 2 into the marshal. Here we go. So we'll do the 3 into the marshal, or the engine seer, sorry. 3 on 2s, re-rolling. 3's to wound, re-rolling. Or is it 4's to wound? What's the toughness on the 4?
Yes.
So 4's to wound, re-rolling. 2 wounds, 5 up hit ones.
Gotta make both. Or you gotta make at least one, sorry.
Oh, he made 1. 3 damage. Okay, and then
5 health?
4.
4, so 1 health. Oh, is this guy you hit?
yeah. Damn. Okay, now the marshal's gonna die.
He's gonna live.
Hits. What's the toughness on him? 3 or 4?
3.
2's to, or 3's to wound. Rerolling.
So you have 2.
3 damage.
Is that the 1 as well?
Yep.
Wow. From killing both to killing neither.
Oh, that's annoying. Are you gonna interrupt anywhere?
Okay.
No. Okay, well I'm gonna move on to the succubus into the datasmith. 16 attacks. Thing on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Because of my combat drugs and cursed blade. These are all AP -1, so they're 4 up saves. Unless he has a 2 up save. It's a datasmith.
Yes, yeah. 3
So-
ups.
So 3 up saves.
You have 4 wounds.
So I have to save at least 6 of these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did.
One,
did.
not enough. Never mind.
And then I consolidate into the robot. Now we'll do the Archon. This Archon has a power sword. I'm not expecting to do any damage here, but we'll see. Hitting on 2s. And then 5, 6, 1. 2 wounds. 5 up inbuns. Or not inbuns, but saves. So I did 2 damage, not bad.
2. The bot.
Yeah, so
5 left.
5 wounds left. And now we're gonna do the Ravager. And I think the Ravager with blade veins is actually strength 7. I can't believe I just snuck away there.
About time I caught a break. Like, my bots die by 1 health and they're rolling a 1.
This is like surprising with what I've had left. What I have left on the board to be able to cause this much damage. Like,
You are strength 7 with blade veins.
and 4 weapon skill.
It makes sense though. This looks like there's a lot of guns on
3
there.
attacks.
So yeah, the Ravager has 3 attacks, weapon skill 4, and with blade veins, I'm actually matching this thing's toughness. So 4s and 4s. Let's do 3 wounds here. Let's do 1 wound here.
Okay.
Let's do no wounds. Okay, so now the witches are going to attack these rangers here. I have 5 attacks with the power sword from the Hextrix, and 5 attacks with the Hydra gauntlets. So hitting on 3s. So wounding, actually, the red ones are actually going to be, actually am I wounding
2s.
2s on everything? So yeah, with the combined strength bonuses I'm getting out of this witch quad, I'm actually wounding these guys on 2s. So what's the AP on the Hydra?
Hydra gauntlet is -2.
And the power sword is -3.
Yeah. So 5 ups.
So their save is 3 up because of the Doctrina.
Yeah.
So these will be 6 ups, and these will be 5 ups.
Okay.
And then 5 dice, needing 5 ups. This is the last guy left. Valiant attempt.
Wow.
Wow.
If I rolled one more 6, I would have saved a guy.
Wow.
That's
And then
crazy.
I will consolidate. Ah.
Man, the dice just hate me.
Okay, now your turn to fight back. I survive.
That's okay. It's a 5-turn game.
Actually,
As long as I get more of yours dead than you have mine, that's all that matters.
So what do you want to start with? The engine seer or the marshal?
That's just the engine steer.
Alright, 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. It is 4s, right? Okay, and then a 2 to wound. Does wound, AP minus 2.
Yes, for the omniscient accent.
6 up. Nope, 2 damage. It's down to 4 health left.
Okay,
And then the marshal gets 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Oof.
1 hit, 2 to wound. Is it 2 to wound?
Yo.
AP minus 2.
Yep.
So 6 up save. So 3 health left on Beatrice.
Good. And then I might as well do the bot.
Where are you going to do the bonnet to? Do the succubus?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 hit. 2 to wound. 4 up, dodge save. Nope, did a damage. How much boost does the succubus have?
Cool. So it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Everything sucks right now.
Okay, so I got 1 point for pain in all its forms because I killed a unit in the shooting phase and the fight phase. And then I got 1 point for overwhelming firepower. And the witch that survived against the Helverin is securing objective 3. So 3 points.
Alright, so for tactical objectives, defend objective 5, assassinate. Hopefully those 2 will be easy, and psychological warfare. Hopefully I can make him break morale with his last squad bears.
Shane's trying to fall back here with his robot, and I should have charged in a way to completely surround him, but I'll just use my succubus's ability to beat him in a dice roll off to prevent him from falling back.
Hello. Potentially.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was a 6. Oh no. So you can fall back.
My Datalosis will be targeting this with my Omni Scanner.
Perfect. Okay.
Ravager.
The Ravager, that's the one.
Ravager.
Oh, I really should have charged in a way to block you in.
Okay.
No
So
good.
now that that's targeted, I'm going to start rolling. And this feller is going to crap all over that guy. With everything. So for my movements, my robot was able to safely retreat. Other movements, both my fellers here retreated.
Cowards.
Alright, and then my last movement was my rangers moved down. So there's a house rule that ladders count as no vertical. So it was just 6 inches straight across. And so now they're getting ready to go take that point. Dunecrawler to Ravager.
Which one?
The far right one.
The one that's buffed?
Buffed one. Face the Ravager.
The neutron laser?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
D3. Ooh, 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
2s, because your blessings.
Everything hits.
And 3s.
And
2
1
wounds.
miss.
Ready for these 5 up pin buns?
Oh yeah. Nope, not that one. And not that one.
Oh my god. Okay, that's roll 2 dice. D3 damage plus 6.
So
5 plus
3.
6. It's 11. It's gone.
okay, does it explode? No.
I can't believe you do 12 damage in one shot. It's so stupid. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Was that accurate?
No.
Is that what he sounds like?
I wasn't nearly that bad. I wasn't nearly that bad. I said,
Was it
oh,
that was
I
good.
just couldn't
That was
believe
perfect.
it. I didn't say it like that.
That's just horse crap. What kind of unit does that?
I didn't say that. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so after Shane's painful split fire here, we have 5 Gatling rocket shots going into Beatrice, 4 Stubbers and the Daedalus missile into here, and 4 autocannons into here. Right? Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want to start with?
Let's see the rocket first. Just give it.
Okay, let's do so into the succubus. Hitting on a 3.
Hits.
Wounds on a 3. Wounds on a 2, actually. 4 up in 1.
Okay.
It's D6 damage. Can't even make my end one.
Dead.
Oh my god.
I guess I wasted a couple of shots on her.
Okay, 4 shots into the Archon.
Okay.
All hit. 2's to wound. 2 up in buns, are you ready?
Get a 1. Yes! It was a shadow shield.
And then -1. So she has 2 health left.
Okay.
That's a man, baby.
And now, this guy, right?
That is a man. Okay, and then 5 rockets into there. Can't even roll 2 pluses. Can't even roll any inbound. Somebody should like in the comments like roll or see how many inbounds.
What am I
made
hitting
this
with
game.
my
3s.
Oh shoot.
2s. You know, at least I'm a kind opponent and I don't try to say get 1s, get 2s, fails.
You should.
No, because I'm an honorable combatant. Okay. No saves, so I have 1 health left.
Okay. Okay.
We're
Next.
We're gonna call this battle report the whiner report.
The whiner.
Bunch
whiner.
of whiners.
Okay, next.
I was gonna say, I
He's
hope you
got a
don't
gun.
exclude him.
He's got a gun, right?
Yes,
Okay,
but he fell back. So
Oh,
he
can't
cannot.
shoot.
No. Anything
Okay,
else?
I'll shoot all 4 of these
Yeah,
into her. Actually, no, I'll do all 5. All 5 going into her.
even the arc rifle.
Yeah, there's no tanks to shoot anywhere.
It's still not a bad gun to shoot at other things. Like,
Yeah, but I'm worried.
okay, yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll do 4 here, 1 there.
Well, you're in rapid fire here, so that's 2 shots.
Yeah. So these 4 here, that 1 there.
Okay. Okay, you're hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s.
Reroll 1.
Yeah, because you're Mars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1 wound.
Just gotta get 1 through though.
Hey, I'm actually getting cover here, because of you can't see my base, and I'm on a container. Doesn't matter. She dead.
Got just enough through. Okay.
Well, this turned into
Your-
a nightmare.
Your arc
This
rifle.
Gascony is doing really well this turn.
Your arc rifle needs to.
Okay, arc rifle into him now.
Yeah. 2 shots with the arc rifle,
3, 4. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 2 up.
and then 2's to wound. 1 wound. AP -2.
Where's the Scutari Marshal?
Oh, he's there. Reroll 1. Reroll 1's to wound. Yeah, that's right. The marshal. I probably been forgetting that.
Oh, 1 anyway, so it's
I don't think so.
So this is AP2, eh? 6 up. Pretty sure it's AP2. I made
Oh.
the save.
crap. Okay, let's shoot these fellers.
Yeah.
All into these guys now.
All right, 20 shots.
Okay.
Hey, hitting on 3.
Reroll 1.
Just 1 of them?
Yep.
Okay, I'll take all those first. Those 2 out, and then go.
And then 4's to wound. Strength 3, toughness 3. Wow, very good shooting. I'll just use your dice because I don't think I'm going to survive. Would you look at that? Just polar opposite of what you rolled.
Are you alive?
No, I'm dead.
These guys.
Hey. I think you won.
These guys are gonna fire into him.
Are you just gonna do that? Okay, we'll do this and this just for shits and gigs. But after that, you won.
Okay. Well, because yeah, this can help my secondaries. What do those guys shoot? 3 each? 3, 6, 9?
No, they're 2 each. The arc rifles.
Oh, 2, 4, 6.
Yeah. Head on 4s. Did you miss with one?
Oh, I did.
You probably missed that a lot.
Where was the Scutari Marshal?
Hey, they're called Mechanicus.
Okay.
Okay. 2.
2. These are AP3, eh?
For the heavy arc rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 2.
Oh, 6 up saves. Oh, and that's 2 damage in it.
The downside is there's nothing for me to charge now.
It doesn't matter.
Guys.
You are -1 to hit because you're shooting a heavy weapon into combat, so 4 to hit.
Okay.
Dude, get ready. She got him. She's blown into little bits.
That's right.
Praise be who the arms are.
Okay, well, this did not go well for Dark Eldar. So, and I just lost too much at this point to even remotely come back. It would have been close if I had properly screened this unit, and I could have actually gotten some points. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So it's a Adeptus Mechanicus victory. The end.
Fly with the crows, you're gonna get shot.